Hey guys, today we have the SoundTouch Portable by Bose. A short explanation, this is the top with buttons. These here are the sides. And you also get the front panel. And if you choose to, your kit can either come with the back. If you decide to, it doesn't necessarily have to, there's other options. You can also add other colors, like buttons. And also, you can add a different color front panel as well. Let's start off by installing the easy part of this first, which are the sides. While installing the sides, you want to start at the seam at the top of the device. Once you have that seam lined up with your skin, go towards the bottom, and you're going to realize that the bottom is lifted a little bit. All you want to do is press it down, and in order for it to stick, you want to heat it with your hairdryer, just lightly. Now it's on to the other side. The steps are the same. You want to peel it off the wax backing and line it up with the seam. Once you have the skin lined up with the seam, bring it down to the bottom and then press that little flap down. And then once again, heat that down with your hairdryer. For our next step, we're going to install the top of this Bose SoundTouch. As you can see, there's individual buttons, but for this, we're going to peel out the outer border first. Once peeled, you want to align it around the buttons on the device. Once you have a nice thin border around it evenly, you may press it down. Now that the top's evenly installed, you want to grab your hairdryer and follow the same methods we did on the sides. You want to heat those little flaps down so that the adhesive would activate and that the skin can form to the device. Our next step is a nice little added addition to the top skin of this device. It's the added buttons. It gives it a nice little flair to it. So you want to grab a piece of tape. For this instance, we're going to grab a piece of packing tape, just so we can lift it all up at the same time. Press them down with your thumb so that the skins will stick to the tape. Once you feel that the skins have stuck to your tape, you may lift it off the wax backing. It will come off as one piece. Now it's easier for you to line up all of them at the same time, nice and evenly. Once you see all the numbers and other icons through the holes of the buttons, and you feel it centered, you may press it down as one piece. You may want to put a little bit of pressure on the buttons, just so you know that they really stick. Look at that, carbon fiber buttons on a Bose SoundTouch. Our next piece is going to be the front panel. This installation is going to be a little bit different than the rest of the device. To start off, you're going to want to fold the top part of the wax paper so you can see the Bluetooth signal exposed from the black carbon fiber. As you can see, I'm lining up with the edge and the little icon in the middle. If you feel you're off, you can lift it up, but be very gentle while lifting. You may stretch the skin. Alright, that's nice and aligned now. So I'm going to press it down. Now you want to remove the rest of the wax backing and continue down the rest of the front panel. And since you installed the top correctly, the Bose symbol will show perfectly with a nice border around it. Also, there's another piece for the bottom button. You can peel this completely off the wax backing and just align it completely around the button. Remember, keep it center. The final section of this install is completely optional. But to install this section, you want to peel the smaller piece off completely off the wax backing and flip it upside down onto the same size panel on the back, so you know how it lines up. You want to start at one edge and make sure it's nice and center around each corner. And then move slowly from one side to the other, and then it's nice and centered around that piece. Next is going to be the lower section of that. You want to start to line it up around all the docks and ports. As you can see, there's little cutouts that you can see the words, so you know which port is which. Once you see a nice border around the words and the ports themselves, align the corners as well. And then once you feel comfortable that it's nice and centered, just press it down. Now it's for the final piece on the back. You want to completely remove the border off the wax backing, and then reapply that wax backing about 3/4 of the way up, so you see a little bit of a gap from the negative space. This is so you can align the top and the lower part of that same piece at the same time. Okay, as you can see, I'm feeling around the sides to see if it's nice and flush on the back of my Bose. Once I feel comfortable with the top, I remove the rest of the wax backing, and I gently align it towards the bottom. This is so you see a nice border around the two individual pieces we put earlier, and the bottom. There you go, guys. A black carbon fiber Bose SoundTouch portable. Alright guys, till next time.